In this tutorial, I will teach you how to build backends, databases, user signup, and user login with the Replit AI agent. This is the last 20% of an application. So once you have the basic prototype ready with a UI and maybe some basic features, and you need to get the app ready for real users, you need to add a backend to power the application. You need a database to store all of the information and manage the information, and you need user sign up and login so that real users can actually use your application. And that's what we're going to be covering in this video. We'll be working on both a mobile app and a web app, and I'll walk you through everything step by step. So let's head over to my computer and get started.
All right, so as you can see, I have an app that I've built already, and there's no real sign up, no real login, and no database storing anything, and there's no backend to this application. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this app that we've already built, and we're going to add a backend, add a database, add a real login, add a real sign up, and we're going to make it fully functional. And not only do we have a mobile app here, but we also have a web app. So if I head over here, we can see a web app for the same application. So what this app is, it's basically a platform that allows you to connect with developers, designers, researchers, co-founders for your projects, for your startups, or for anything else. So if you want to connect with people, connect with like-minded people, find people to work with, this is the application to do that. Okay, so the next and most important step is to figure out in which order are we going to build the sign up, the login, the authentication, the database, the backend, and all of that. And the best way to find out is by asking the agent, because the agent has a very deep understanding of the underlying architecture for the application. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask the agent, in which order should we build all of this out in terms of the backend? So I'm going to say, okay, so out of the sign up slash login, database, and backend, which should we build first, and in which order should we build everything out? All right, so I'm going to hit enter, and we're going to wait for it to respond. And I've been chatting with the agent about a couple of doubts that I had, and this is one thing that I want to clarify to you guys so that you guys are also capable of doing this. If you have any questions that arise when you're building the backend or when you're building anything with Replit, the best way to clear them is just to ask the agent. It doesn't cost much, like this question, 3 cents. So it doesn't cost much, but it clears your doubts. So you can see I've been asking a variety of different questions, like if I make a change to the backend of the web app, will that change reflect in the mobile app as well? And so it's saying yes, but we're going to have to build that architecture out. So that's one more thing that we have to keep in mind. Any change that I make here into the mobile app, I want that change to also apply to the web app. So we have to keep that in mind when we're building, and we're going to do that. All right, so let me just close this and let's see what it's saying. All right, so the order matters because each piece depends on the one before it. So here's how to think about it. So database first. This is the filing cabinet. Everything gets stored here, user accounts, projects, messages. Nothing else can work without it. So if you build on Replit frequently, you might want to note this down. This is the best order to go. But I would still recommend asking the agent, because the agent, again, has a very deep understanding of the underlying architecture for your particular application. So there might be some tips that are relevant to your app, might not be relevant to mine. So in order to be privy to them, you might want to ask the agent. So database first, then backend second. This is the engine that talks to that filing cabinet. So you can see it's explaining it to non-technical people, people who might not have a technology background. So it's great for you to understand what's going on. It handles the rules, who can see what, how to save a new project, how to look someone up. So all of the architecture, everything, how everything works, the real backend. Then sign up and login, and then we want to connect the web app. So swap out all the fake hard-coded data for real stuff from your backend, and then connect the mobile app. Ready for me to plan all of this out as tasks and get started? I'm going to say yes. All right, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to say yes, and we're going to let it write a structure to plan. So this is how you want to think about it. You want to use the agent. This is a very, very powerful tool, and you don't necessarily have to build everything out yourself. Replit has a very integrated system to build everything out for you. So all you have to do is just instruct the agent very carefully, and the agent should be able to take care of everything. It's very, very skilled. So let's just wait for the agent to investigate, and it should be ready. Okay, so as you can see over here, Replit has created a task plan, and it includes everything that we wanted. database, backend, API, and authentication. And so it has specific plans for all of these, for connecting the web app to the backend, connecting the mobile app to the backend. We're going to let Replit do its thing. That's what's so convenient about this. You just have to go with the flow and let Replit build everything out. Just guide it as per your preferences. So I'm going to click on build here, and Replit is going to start building. So as you can see, it's saying build the real engine behind build with. Build with is the name of our app. This means defining the database tables, building the API server endpoints, and adding signup/login so users can create accounts. Everything the web and mobile apps will rely on lives here. So now it's saying, now I have a full picture of the code base. Let me plan the implementation. Database, define tables for users, project skills and categories, API server, open API spec, codegen. I don't understand a lot of this, and that's perfectly okay. Replit is going to do it for me. So let's just wait for it to start building. All right, it's doing its thing. All right, so it looks like it has a very structured plan on what it's going to do. It's going to install all of this for particular reasons, for maybe for password hashing, for JWT. I don't know what this is, but let's see what's going to happen. It should build the entire database and the entire backend. That's essentially what vibe coding is. So let me start building. First, check the database and install needed packages in parallel. So now if we go over here, it's running different things, installing different packages. Good, the database is already provisioned. Now let me write the database schema. All right. It's doing a bunch of complex stuff that I don't understand, but that's essentially what this is all about. We have to let Replit build our database in our backend, and then we'll test it out and we'll see if it actually gets built. All right, and if you click on this button right over here, you'll see this screen, and this screen gives you a very good amount of information about everything that it's doing when it comes to the database, the backend, and the authentication. So what does done look like? So a user can sign up with an email and password and receive a session token. The API server has working endpoints for registering, logging in, listing projects, creating a project. So basically all of the functionality working is what done looks like. A database exists with tables for users, projects, skills, and categories. So you can see that it knows everything that it needs. So all of this is what's being built right now. So a lot of people ask me, how do you build a database? How do you build a backend? How do you get users to log in and register? And it's that simple. You just tell the agent has such a clear picture. It has a very clear understanding of what it needs to do, and it does all of it for you. You can even ask it to explain the code later on, but as you can see, it's doing all of this for us right now. So out of scope, which is what it's not supposed to do right now, connecting the web or mobile UI to these endpoints, that's the next tasks, as you can see right over here. And so it's divided this huge task into smaller tasks, and it's going to complete all of those tasks individually. And then it's talking about all the relevant files if you want to go into each particular file and check that out. But this is mostly for the agent's reference. So this looks great. 0 TypeScript errors, all 3 libraries compile cleanly. Let me do a final end-to-end test to confirm the server is still working after all of the changes. So you can see it's very thorough as well. And when it's done, we should be able to have a fully working backend database and authentication for our application. So let's just wait for this to be done. Okay, so as you can see, Replit took 19 minutes and it built the entire thing. So we're going to go over everything that Replit has done for our backend, for our database, and for user login. We're going to study everything, and then we're going to test it out and see if it works. Now, Replit Agent has already tested all of this out by itself independently, which is great, but we're also going to run our own test to just confirm that it's working, and then we're going to iterate on it if need be. And so when we open the application, the first screen that we see is an authentication screen. And the authentication screen contains a login and a sign up. And the way that this works is the user has to sign up and create an account. And when they do so, they will be given access to the application. The next time they open the app, they will have to log in with the credentials that they used when they were signing up. And if those credentials match the credentials that they used when they were signing up, only then will they be given access to the application. So it's actually working. If I enter in something random here that is not part of what a user signed up with, it's not going to give me access if it doesn't match. And the reason for that is because we actually have a working database now. So whenever a user signs up, all of this data gets stored in that database. And when you're logging in, if that data does not match the data that's in the database, it won't give you access. And we're going to test that out right now. So let's say a hypothetical name, let's say John Bro. All right, and my role is video editor. All right, my email, let's just say 4 for now. All right, and my password, if I put in something like a single letter and I click on create account, it's going to say password must be at least 8 characters. So you can see it has measures in place to make sure that the user enters in a strong password. So you don't have to worry about minute things like that. The agent builds it out all. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to enter in a longer password. All right, and I'm going to click on create account. And now I get access to the application. So I can look for opportunities. I can look for people looking for opportunities. I can click on search. I can look at my profile. And so we have all of this. So these are all accounts that I've been working with: Peter Parker, Miles Morales, John Doe, John Bro. And these are all different accounts that Replit has created for us, some dummy accounts for us to work with, for us to test the application out. So I can sign out as well. If I head over here, I click on sign out, and I can sign out. And now if I log in, I will get access to that as well. So if I put in our email, which was 4, I click on login, and now it gives me access. If I did not put the correct password or the correct corresponding email, it would not have given me access to the application. So now we have a fully working authentication system. The next time a user wants to log in or sign up, they have a way that they can do that, and we have a database that stores all of that data. So the app is fully ready for users to come in, to sign up, and then to log in. So we're ready for users now. And a lot of people might want to actually access this database and see everything that's going on. And Replit allows you to do that. So you just want to click on over here on Tools and Files. And what you can do is you can search for database, and you'll see database. And then you want to click on development database, and then you can check out everything that you want to do. So you want to go for skills, you can go to that, but I want to look at the users because that's something that you can verify right now. So if I click on users, you can see that these are all users that we've created. Head over to users. John Bro is one that I just created in front of you guys, and these are all a bunch of dummy ones that Replit created: Priya Patel, Marcus Thompson, Alex Chen, James Kim, Maria Santos, and I created Miles Morales and Peter Parker. So these are just single basic email addresses that I created, 4I and J. And the passwords, as you can see, are encrypted. I'll delete all of this after uploading this video, so please don't hack or anything. But yeah, so what you can see is we have a database that reflects everything that we've been doing in the application. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update for a lot of people that were asking, how do you add a backend? How do you add a database? How do you add authentication? How do you add user sign up, user login? We now have all of that working. So you can get users can sign up, you can track those users from the database, and anything else you want to iterate, it's not that difficult. You just have to tell the agent. You go to the agent, open agent, and you tell the agent everything that you want. If you want to add maybe a payment integration, you can just tell the agent, I want to add Stripe payments or Razorpay, or whatever you want to do, just tell the agent and the agent will proceed. That's all we've done in this video. Just make sure you ask questions, be vigilant. For example, we asked it, which order do you want to, or which order should we implement the database, the logins, and all sorts of stuff like that. In which order do we implement that? So it gave us a response and then implemented it in the best order. So just make sure you're asking questions, and everything else the agent should be able to handle. That's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, any other videos you want, and I'll be sure to release them. Peace.